first lesson, a hero. So this is the revisions and the story of the lesson, a hero. Now children, let us move to the exam point of view. Before that, let us see the weightage of your question paper or questions. Weightage to cognitive level. So objectives, marks and percentage you have to observe. For remembering, you will get for 8 marks. That means 10% of the questions you will get from the remembering. 32 marks, 40% of the questions you will get from comprehension. 45%, that means 36 questions you will get from expression. And 5% of the questions, means 4 questions you will get from appreciation. Weightage to content. From prose you will get for 25 marks. Poetry, from poetry you will get 20 marks. Supplementary reading you will get for 5 marks. From grammar and vocabulary you will get for 8 marks. And comprehension and composition you will get for 10 marks. Weightage to types of questions. So multiple choice questions, 1 mark questions, you will get 4 questions. Very short answer, 1 mark questions, you will get 12 questions. Short answer questions for 2 marks, you will get 8 questions. Short answer questions for 3 marks, you will get 9 questions. Long answer, 4 marks questions, you will get 4 questions. And then again one more long answer, that is for 5 marks, you will get 1 question. Weightage to difficulty level. 30% of the questions will be easy. 50% of the questions will be in the average level. 20% of the questions will be in difficulty level. If you want to score out of out, you have to concentrate on this difficulty level. Now let us revise the questions, which is very important for your exam point of view. And these questions are from your previous question papers. You should observe in your right corner. This question is for 1 mark. And what is NT? Number of times. This question is asked to 1 time in the exam. And DI, direct or indirect. This question is an indirect question. Now choose the appropriate question tag and fill in the blanks. Question. Something has bitten me. For this statement, which is a correct question tag? So here you should observe the pronoun. So something has bitten me. For this, pronoun is it and the helping verb is as. The question is in positive, so that you should construct the negative. So hasn't hit is the answer. See, hasn't it. Next, it was a frightful proposition for Swami. So your pronoun is it, helping verb is was. So question is positive, so your answer should be negative. So was not it, wasn't it should be the answer. See, wasn't it is the answer. Next, read the conversation and fill in the blanks with the correct if clause from the given alternatives. This question you will get for 1 mark. This question asked 1 time and it is an indirect question. So observe the conversation. Ravi, did you get the bus? Ganesh, oh, I didn't. Ravi, if I had started early, I got the bus. Would not have, would have, will have. Would have, I would have got the next conversation. Swami's father, have you taught him the importance of courage? Swami's mother, no, he is a small boy. Swami's father, if you had taught him courage, he'd have slept in the office room that night. Would not have, would have, will have. Would have is the answer. He would have slept in the office. Next, read the conversation and choose the correct infinitive. Infinitive, you have to choose the base form of the verb along with the to. Okay now? So, Swami's father ordered Swami to sleep in the office that night. In this sentence, you have to choose the infinitive. I said no, infinitive is the base form of verb. It should be in the present tense along with the to. So, to sleep is the answer. Is the infinitive in the sentence. To sleep. Second, Swami's granny used to tell him a story every night before he slept. tell, to tell, used to, slept. Which is infinitive? Obviously to tell. Next, let us move to the next main. Read the given conversation and choose the language function for the underlying sentence. This question will get for 1 mark. This question asked one time and it is an indirect question which comes under the comprehension and average level of question. Conversation. Suma, excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the library? Veena, sure. Just follow this street and turn left at the next corner. Suma, thank you. Here underlying sentence you have to observe. Just follow this street and turn left at the next corner. This is the underlying sentence. Let us see this sentence match with which language function. Asking direction, giving advice, seeking advice. Obviously, giving direction. Next, teacher. Students, open your book to page 25. Next question, teacher. Students, open your book to page 25. Students, okay teacher, we are ready. Teacher, I want all of you to read the first paragraph silently. Here underline sentence. I want all of you to read the first paragraph silently. Your options. Making a request, giving instruction, giving suggestion, giving information. Obviously it is giving instruction. So the next question. Kiran, could you please pass me the salt? Arun, certainly. Here you go. Kiran, thank you. Underline sentence. Children, underline sentence. Which is the underline sentence? Could you please pass me the salt? Advising, suggesting, requesting, ordering. In that sentence you can observe please. So it is requesting. Next language function. Question. Sudha. Hello Radha. Why are you standing here? Radha. Hello. I am waiting for the bus. I have to go to the market. Sudha. Come. I will drop you. I am going that way. What is the underlying sentence here children? Come. I will drop you. Which language function is it? Requesting, seeking direction, offering help, agreeing. Obviously, it is offering help. Next question. Archana. Good morning, Deepa. Deepa, very good morning. What can I do for you? Archana. If you don't mind, could I use your pen? Deepa. It's a pleasure. You can. Here underline sentence. If you don't mind, could I use your pen? Your options are giving direction, offering help, seeking permission, expressing agreement. So obviously it is seeking permission. Next question. Swami, Father, we are admitting elders in our cricket club. Please join our club. Father, we will see about that later. Your underline sentence, we will see about that later. Your options, giving direction, offering help, accepting invitation, refusing invitation. Obviously, it is accepting invitation. Next conversation. Inspector, Swami, come and join the police when you are grown up. Swami, certainly yes sir. Here underlined words are certainly yes sir, accepting invitation, giving invitation, refusing invitation, disagreeing politely. So it is accepting invitation. Next questions. Fill in the blank with the appropriate tense form of the verb given in the bracket. These questions you will get for 1 mark, and this question is asked for one time in your examination and it is an indirect question. Here you have to observe the verb in the bracket and the form of the verb you have to write. The correct form of the verb you should write in the blanks which should suits for that sentence. Swami's father dash. In the bracket, sit gloomily gazing at the newspaper on the lap. So here the verb form sit is the verb given in the bracket, but the form you should change and you should make it as a sat. Swami's father sat gloomily is the answer. When he was sleeping, Be plus sleep. Here B form of verbs you have to fill. Like he's, was. So in the office room, Swami saw a nightmare. When Swami, in the place of be you should write was. So sleep you should make it as a sleeping. When he was sleeping in the office room, Swami saw a nightmare. Why you written was here? Why not is? Because in the sentence you can observe the verb is in the past tense. Swami saw is there, right? That's why you should make it as a was, not is. Next, fill in the blank with the appropriate preposition. This question you will get for 1 mark. It is asked one time and it is an indirect question which comes under the comprehension and it is an easy level of question. Congratulations were showered dash Swami. Showered on Swami. On is a preposition here. Swami listened to the conversations going dash under the blanket. Going on under the blanket. Here going on under the blanket. So blanket. On and under both are prepositions in this sentence. So you have to fill the blank. Next. So fill in the blanks with a suitable linker. Here you should use the linker, that means conjunctions. Question. Swami argued with his friends. Next main, fill in the blank with a suitable linker, which means you should use conjunctions to fill the blank. Swami argued with his father. Dash, it was useless. But it was useless. Here proper linker is but. Swami caught the burglar. Congratulations were showered dash him on him. Next, fill in the blanks choosing the appropriate words given in the brackets. Swami saw something was moving dash. Whether it is there or there. This question belongs to homophones. Homophones are the words which has same pronunciation but different meaning and spelling. See here there pronunciation is same but the meaning and spelling of those words are different. So which spelling suits here? T-H-E-R-E. There is the answer. Father made Swami to sleep dash in his office room. Whether it is alone or alone. Obviously, the space should not be there. If there is space, the meaning will change. So, without space, A-L-O-N-E, alone, you have to write here. Next question. Ravi told a story. See here, the pronunciation is same, but the spellings of those words are different. So, here Ravi told a story. S-T-O-R-Y is the correct answer. Leela dash, read the letter yesterday. See, read is present tense, read is past tense. Even though spelling is same, in the present tense you should read it as a read, R-E-A-D. But when you are using the same word in the past tense, you should read it as read. The spelling is R-E-A-D only, but the pronunciation read. Okay na? So here R-E-D, read is a red color. R-E-A-D, read or read is you will read the books, right? That is. So, Leela R-E-A-D read the letter yesterday. Kusuma wanted to buy. Which buy? B-U-Y or B-Y? Obviously, B-U-Y. Buy a set of pens. Next. He paid bus dash fare or fare. F-A-R-E, which means ticket price. The lad. What is lad here, children? Boy. The lad was on the tree till some people come and kill the tiger. Here, what do you mean by S-U-M and S-O-M? Some people. S-U-M, some. You will do sums in the maths, right? So, that's some. So, which is suitable word here? Obviously, till S-O-M-E, some people came and killed the tiger. Swami mumbled, weekly or weekly? Obviously, W-E-A-K-L-Y. So, weekly is the correct answer. Next. Swami spoke with a great deal of enthusiasm about the cricket. Here, great and great, you have to observe the spellings and you have to analyze the meanings. Then only you should fill the blank. Here, proper answer is D-R-E-A-T, great deal. We are buying brand new bats and balls. See, N-E-W or K-N-E-W? Which is the proper answer? Obviously N-E-W. Next. Mr. Lokesh is the principal of our college. Whether it is a P-L-E, P-R-I-N-C-I-P-L-E or P-R-I-N-C-I-P-A-L. Obviously P-R-I-N-C-I-P-A-L. Principal is the correct answer. Next, combine the word in column A with its collocative word in column B. So you have to match the options. So for the first word, you will get 4 options, means 4 words. You have to match one among them with the first column A, first word. This question you will get for 1 marks, and this question asked one time in your exam and it is an indirect question. Frightful. Frightful bench, work, proposition or duty. Obviously frightful proposition. Time. Which word will suits with time? Table, chair, gloomily, floor. Time, table is the answer. Lay. Attention, emphasis, notice, order. Lay, emphasis is the answer. Next, give one word for the following. See, you will get one sentence. For that sentence, you should give one word. This question you will get for 1 marks. It is asked one time and it is a direct question. A small creatures of spider family with a poisonous sting is called as scorpions. A frightening dream, we call it as nightmare. Write the number of syllables for each of the following words. See, you have to observe the syllables, means sounds, where the sound is, where the letters are splitting. So, night, lad, walking, horror. Night. See, you cannot split here sounds. Night. We cannot. So, night is a single word syllable. That means one syllable. Lad. See, lad, we cannot split it. So, it is one syllable only. Walking. Walking. Horror. See, walking. Walking. So, two. We are splitting it into 2. The sounds are splitting here. That's why it is 2 syllable. Horror. Horror. 2 syllables. Returning. Safer. Desperately. Speak. See. Desperately. Desperately. 4 syllables. Safer. 2 syllables. Returning. Returning. 3 syllables. Speak, speak, we cannot split, right? So, speak, 1 syllable. Next, write the correct form of the word given in the brackets. He saw the dash of the city. Develop is given. Your answer must be development of the city. They should be given good education. The word which is given in the bracket is educate. So, you should make it as a education. Next, frame the question. To get the underlined word as answer, you will get this question for 1 mark. The teachers congratulated Swami by patting the back. Here the underlined words are by patting the back. Question, how can you construct? How did the teacher congratulated Swami? So this is the question. Next, he came to see the office to sleep alone. Next question. He came to see the office to sleep alone. Here answer, the underlined words are to sleep alone. Next question. He came to the office to sleep alone. Here underlined words are to sleep alone. So how can you construct the question, children? Why did he come to the office? Next. Change the following sentences into passive voice. You will get these questions for 1 mark. So, Swami caught the burglar. This statement you have to change it into passive voice. It is in active voice. Answer. The burglar was caught by Swami. Granny was telling a story. How can you construct this? How can you change it into the passive? A story was being told by Granny. Why you added here being? Because verb is in the ing form. So if you get ing form of verb in the question, you should add being after the helping verb. Next, change the following sentences into other two degrees of the comparison. So this question is based on degrees of comparison. They will give you the statement in 1 degree. Other than that, you should construct 2 more degrees of the same statement. You will get this question for 1 mark. Observe the question, children. Swami was the cleverest boy in the class. See, cleverest, clever, positive degree. Cleverer, comparative degree. Cleverest, superlative degree. So the question is in superlative degree. You have to construct your answer comparative and positive. Swami was cleverer than his friend Raju. It is a superlative comparative degree. Swami was as clever as any other boy in the class. It is positive degree. Next question. Seema is the tallest girl in the family. Tall, taller, tallest. So tallest it is in the superlative degree. Seema is taller than any other member in her family. It is comparative degree. Seema is as tall as her friend. It is positive degree. Next, change the following sentences into reported speech. We can also call it as indirect speech. The statement is in direct speech, children. You have to construct indirect speech or reported speech. This question you will get for 1 mark. Swami said to his father, "Your office room is dusty." So use the reported verb complained. So your Swami said is your reporting verb. But instead of said, you should use a complained. They given an instruction. Swami complained to his father that his office room was dusty. This is the indirect speech. Next, burglar cried, "Something has bitten me." How can you construct the indirect speech, children? Burglar cried that something has bitten him. Next, the following paragraph has 2 errors. Edit the paragraph and rewrite it in the answer booklet. You can use the 2 clues which you will get to edit this paragraph. Congratulations showered on Swami the next day. His classmates look at him on respect. See, 2 mistakes are there in this paragraph. One is related to verb and another one is related to preposition. Congratulations were showered on Swami the next day. His classmates not look, it is looked at him with great respect. Next question. Swami hurried, got up and spread his bed under the bench, but crouched there. Here one mistake you have to identify which is related to adverb. One more mistake is related to conjunction. Swami hurriedly, not hurried, hurriedly got up and spread his bed under the bench and crouched there. Next question. Swami's father sat gloomily gazing to the newspaper on his lap. In this paragraph, you should observe the mistake related to adverb and one more is related to preposition. Swami's father sat gloomily, see not gloom, gloomily gazing at the newspaper on his lap. Next, Swami, let us go to the question and answers. This question is for 2 marks. It is asked 1 time and it is a direct question. Let us see the question, children. Swami's father drew his attention to a report in the newspaper. What was the report about? Let us see the answer. The report was about the bravery of a village lad. When he was returning home in the jungle path, suddenly a tiger came. He faced the tiger and climbed up the tree and stayed off a day. Afterwards, some people came that way and killed the tiger. Let us see the next question. What was Swami's commitment on the newspaper report? How did his view differ from that of his father? Swami is of the opinion that if the boy could fight a tiger, then should be a strong grown-up person. However, his father contradicts him by saying that if a man has courage, he will automatically become strong. Swami is not entirely wrong because fighting a tiger without weapons would not be easy even for a grown-up man. Moreover, in the case of the boy, the question of courage does not arise as he had no choice but fight the tiger. After coming face to face with the tiger, he somehow climbs the tree and waits for some people to come and rescue him. So Swami is not wrong in thinking that a small boy would not have been able to fight a tiger. Let us see the next question, children. What desperate attempts did Swami make to escape from his father? This question you will get for 2 marks. This question asked one time and it is a direct question. When Swami's father challenged him to sleep alone, Swami hoped that he was only joking. He mumbled yes weakly and tried to change the subject by talking about his cricket club. Swami, who was terrified of sleeping alone, tried desperately to make his father change his mind. First of all, he tried to change the topic by speaking to his father about the new bats and balls and the decision of his cricket club to admit even elders. When his father kept to his decision, he tried to postpone the day by promising to sleep alone from the first of the coming month. Next, he pretended to have fallen asleep next to his granny with the blanket covering his face. But when his father pulled the blanket away and ordered him to sleep alone as the last request, he pleaded with his father to allow him to sleep in the hall instead of the office room. So, the next question, children. Why do you think Swami looked at his granny and his mother while following his father to the office room? This question is asked for 2 marks one time and it is a direct question. Swami looked at his granny and his mother because he hoped that they would come to his rescue and ask his father not to compel Swami to sleep in the office room. But all these attempts turn out to be futile as his father remained resolute in his decision. Next question. There was absolute silence in the room. In spite of it, some noises reached Swami's ears. What were they? The different kinds of noises that reached his ears added to Swami's fear. In the stillness of the night, even usual sounds added to Swami's nervousness. The tickling of the clock, the rustle of trees, snoring sounds, and the humming sound of the night insects were the different sounds that reached Swami's ears in the stillness of the night. Next question. As night advanced, Swami felt that something terrible would happen to him. What would it be? How would it happen? Swami remembered all the stories he had heard about ghosts and devils. He recollected his chum Mani. What is mean by here the word chum? The word chum means friend. So he recollected his friend's Mani. So he said a devil story. Okay, so he recollected his term money seeing a devil in the banyan tree at his street end. Swami also remembered the reference to Munisami's father spitting out blood after being slapped by a devil on his way home. He was faint with fear. Every moment he expected the devil to come up to carry him away. So the next question. Why did Swami feel that his father's proposition was frightful? This question is asked for 2 marks. Swami had a habit of sleeping beside his granny. He was afraid of sleeping alone. In this condition, Swami concluded that his father's suggestion was frightful. Swami's classmates had a new respect for him. His teacher encouraged him by patting his back, and the headmaster called him with admiration a true scout. Next question, children. Why were congratulations showered on Swami? Next question. Why were congratulations showered on Swami? Congratulations were showered on Swami because unknowingly he helped to catch the most notorious housebreaker of the district. Next question. How was Swami honored by his classmates, teacher and the headmaster? Swami's classmates had a new respect for him. His teacher encouraged him by patting his back, and the headmaster called him with admiration a true scout. Next question, children. Why did Swami's father want Swami to sleep alone in the office room? Father wanted Swami to sleep alone in the office room to prove courage is everything. According to Swami, age and strength were more important in adventurous tasks. But in Swami's father's view, the strength and age were not so important. Courage is all. To prove Swami had also courage, he should sleep alone in the office room. Next question. What habit was disgraceful according to Swami's father? According to Swami's father, though his son was growing up and in the second form. See children, here second form is not second standard. It is 7th standard during British rule. Okay. So though his son was grown up and in second form, still he was sleeping beside his granny like a baby. Next. Why did Swami feel relieved at the end? When his father returned home from the club that night, he asked his wife about Swami. Swami, as usual, slept beside his granny. Father thought that Swami slept before he could return home to avoid him. So he said that he was very clever. For that, mother lost her temper and supported Swami and said that he can sleep wherever he likes. There is no need to take such a risk to his life again. Father mumbled that if Swami was spoiled there is no blame on his side. By hearing this conversation, Swami felt relieved at the end. Do you think Swami really wanted to join the police? If not, what did he want to be? No, Swami was not interested to join the police. He wanted to become an engine driver, railway guard or a bus conductor. Next question. How did Swami react when his father challenged him to sleep alone in the office room? Children, this question is for 2 marks and this question asked 2 times in your exam and this is a direct question. First of all, he tried to change the subject. So, he said loudly and with a great enthusiasm about the cricket club and captain. But the father interrupted at once. Then he said from next month onwards, he can sleep alone. Father did not accept. Swami went quietly and secretly to his bed, covered the blanket completely. He pretended asleep until his father came and insisted to sleep in the office room. Swami gave many excuses that the office room was dusty, the scorpions may live there, the room was dark, etc. But all these attempts failed before his father. Next question. Which place in the room was safe, compact and reassuring according to Swami? Swami thought that it would be safe, compact and reassuring under the bench. Next question. Who do you think was wiser, Swami or his father? Justify your preference. According to the pros, Swami was wiser. Swami was afraid of darkness and loneliness. When he saw something was moving, he felt that his end had came. He assumed that the devil would pull him and tear him. So why should he wait? As it came nearer, he crawled out from the bench, hugged it tightly and used his teeth like a mortal weapon. This shows at the time of emergency, he used his wisdom. By this act, he helped to catch the notorious burglar. So, we can justify that Swami was wiser. Next, answer the following in 6 to 8 sentences. A report about a boy in the newspaper was an unexpected event in Swami's life. Justify. Or, how did Swami become a hero overnight? This question is very important, children. So, this question is for 3 marks. This question is asked 3 times in your exam. Or, how was Swami successful in fulfilling the intention of his father to prove his courage? Or, so here for all these 3 questions, the answer is same. Let us see the answer. Swami proves his courage to his father not by intention but by accident. When Swami is forced by his father to sleep in the office, Swami gets frightened of ghosts. He recollects the various stories he has heard about ghosts from his friends and is unable to sleep for a long time. Finally, he sleeps below the bench, finding the place more secure. However, he has nightmares about the ghost and wakes up with a great start. At the same time, Swami spots an intruder breaking into the office. So, this is the revision of the lesson, a hero, and few grammatical topics, including your essay writing and letter writing. I hope this video is useful and you will refer this video and you will perform better in your exam. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.